Do you want to make your first $100K a month, but feel like you're stuck doing custom work and trading your hours for dollars? Today, we are diving into a Japanese philosophy called Ikigai to help you find the sweet spot of what you love, what you're good at, and what people will actually pay for. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build an irresistible offer that solves problems around time, money, or status.
Most entrepreneurs believe the gap between $0 and $100,000 a month is purely a matter of effort. They get stuck in a cycle of working twice as hard to squeeze out a few extra dollars, but their revenue flatlines. They hit a ceiling because they lack a structural blueprint for scale. These founders usually fall into one of two traps. They either sell unscalable custom hours, trading their own time for money until they burn out, or they spend months building expensive software before they even know if a buyer exists. Scaling to 6 figures a month is an exercise in repeatable arithmetic. Reaching that goal requires running the money math. You could try to sell one person a $100,000 contract, but that carries massive concentration risk. If you lose that single client, your revenue disappears. On the other end, you could try to get 10,000 people to pay you $10. Unless you have massive viral reach, acquiring 10,000 individual customers every single month is a logistical nightmare. The most efficient path is a middle ground. You need an offer priced high enough to limit your required volume, but low enough to sell consistently. That sweet spot is finding exactly 100 clients willing to pay $1,000 a month. You no longer need to figure out how to make $1 million a year. You only need to engineer one single $1,000 unit and then find 100 people to buy it. To convince a business to hand you $1,000 every month, your service must do at least one of three things: buy back their time, increase their revenue, or elevate their status. If your offer hits these triggers, business owners can make purchasing decisions quickly. To figure out exactly what that service should be, you filter your ideas through a Japanese framework called Ikigai. You find the exact intersection of what you love to do, what you are highly skilled at, what the market actively needs, and what people are actually willing to pay for. But you cannot deliver this as custom work. You have to create a productized service. Instead of reinventing the wheel and logging hourly work for every new client, you offer a highly repeatable sequence with fixed, identical features. And you never sell the features of that service. You sell the outcome. You don't say, "I will run your marketing for $1,000. You say, "I will deliver 10 new clients to you every month." To make that $1,000 price tag mathematically viable, you surround it with options. You offer a $500 DIY package on the low end, a massive $10,000 premium tier on the high end, and your $1,000 core offer right in the middle. The $10,000 option functions as a psychological price anchor. By placing it next to your core product, the $1,000 tier appears as a relative bargain. By packaging your skills into a productized service and using price anchors to shape the buyer's perception, you remove the subjective haggling. You turn a complex negotiation into a standardized checkout process. Having a perfectly priced productized service means nothing if nobody sees it. The market is not going to magically discover you. You have to build mechanical engines to capture them. The fastest way to generate immediate cash is a short-term outbound engine. You start by going through your phone contacts, explicitly asking your network for referrals, and utilizing AI tools to extract hyper-targeted lead lists complete with direct phone numbers and emails. When you start making those cold calls, you cannot be attached to a yes. You have to build psychological armor. Make it a daily operational goal to hunt down 100 no's. Every rejection mathematically closes the gap to your next paying client. While outbound pays the bills today, you need an inbound engine for tomorrow. You do this by creating online content that explicitly gives away your entire step-by-step internal playbook for free. It sounds counterintuitive to give away the exact process you want to charge for, but high-level clients aren't paying for raw information. They are paying for the sequence of implementation and the execution of the work. If you explain their pain points better than they can, they will view you as the expert and hire you to execute the solution. The free information builds expert authority, while outbound volume drives immediate cash flow. Combining these engines creates a repeatable system for reaching that 100-client goal. Here is the most counterintuitive rule of this entire blueprint. Before you build a website, code a piece of software, or lock in your fulfillment logistics, you have to completely pause your timeline. You run the money math, design your decoy pricing, and execute your outbound calls solely to build a waitlist. You present your offer to prospects and tell them you are currently taking deposits to secure a spot for when you actually launch. This is the ultimate validation metric. If a prospect loves your idea but refuses to hand over a financial deposit to secure that promised outcome, your business model is mathematically invalid. Their money is the only proof that they actually have a problem worth solving. When they pay that deposit, that upfront cash flows directly into funding the creation and delivery of your productized service. You tell them their onboarding begins in 2 weeks, and you use that exact window to finalize your fulfillment mechanisms with zero out-of-pocket cost. Scaling to $100K a month is an exercise in reverse engineering. By validating demand with cash deposits and pre-selling the solution before you ever start building, you eliminate the risk of building into a vacuum.
Every no gets you closer to a yes, and a yes gets you closer to that now it's time to take action and validate your demand. If you want the full Sell by Chat playbook, including the templates and sales scripts mentioned today, find me on Instagram and DM the words YouTube, and let me know in the comments below, what's stopping you from getting started today? Drop a comment.